YouTube, what's going on? This is Dan. Alright, in this video I'm going to be, going through the food forest and showing you guys the Roselle, just give you guys like some quick tips, on maybe next year the location you want to plant it, show you how big Roselle can actually become if it's planted in the ground or if it's in a container. Some people prefer to have it in a container. You're more able to control the size if it's in a container. If you want to control the size, if you don't mind, if you want it to get big and high production, just put it in the ground. It's gonna spread wide and extremely tall. Roselle is like one of my favorite, in my top 5 favorite to grow in the food forest. I normally grow about like 30 something plants, and the reason for that, I love the drink. The drink is a traditional stuff we grew up drinking in the Caribbean and during the holidays, but I like drinking it right through the whole year. Make a great, lemonade, or we call it Roselle-ade here, but we call it Jamaican Sorrel. But it's extremely good. It also makes a great tea. It makes a great jam. People been using it to make cakes and pies. So it serves various purposes. All right, so we're gonna walk over to where we have it growing. We're gonna look at maybe about 3 plants, or let's see. We'll just walk and just have a conversation. All right, let's go. All right, the first plant we're gonna look at is, this. I'm gonna show you how wide this plant is. It's probably about like 6 feet in width, and about the fence. All right, the fence is actually about like 6 feet and some inches, and you see it's actually past the fence. This is one plant. Look how wide it actually gets, and it go right over here. Actually, one plant. Let me bring you down to the plant and the base of the plant and show you that's actually only one plant we have here growing. All right, let's see. Let's get down there. All right, let's focus. Good. See that, guys? That's the base of the plant. That's the trunk of the plant right here. Just one plant. Yeah. Yeah, so this is how big it can become. So if you're gonna grow it in a container, you're gonna get production, but if you want to maximize the production of this plant, you could actually just put it in ground, separate from your raised bed, because it do take up a lot of space. So imagine something that's growing almost 7 feet wide, taking up, your raised bed or area. So you want this as a separate place, and it's going to be a high production plant. Right now we're in September, and if you notice something, it start pushing the buds for, the calices, these are nowhere near to harvest. I'll walk you over to other plants and show you when it's actually ready to harvest. All right. So let me show you guys something. This is the flower of the Roselle. Looks similar to the okra. They're actually the same, hibiscus family. If you all didn't know that, yeah, okra is in the hibiscus family, just like Roselle. So it looks so similar to the bloom of the okra. Another thing about the Roselle, it is a perennial in maybe zone 10 and 11, a short-lived perennial, but it's actually an annual from maybe, if you're growing it from zone 6 right on to zone 9, it's an annual. Once, and it's not frost tolerant at all. If you get a month of warm weather, you're able to grow it. But once the temperatures drop below 50 something, the plants, you're gonna see the leaves start, you're gonna see it on the leaves. It's definitely gonna show on the leaves. Show you, look at the size of this. So this is actually ready to harvest. This is a big, nice calyx that's ready to harvest. And when you're harvesting, you just cut right here at the base of the calyx. Don't cut the whole plant here, because if you cut it, you're gonna miss out on these new buds here growing. So you want to just cut right here to harvest what you want, about like 2 inches wide. You know, when it reaches about that size, you could come up with a little clipper and just clip it off right here, and you're ready to go. This plant actually like started earlier than the rest. Some Roselle is actually day length sensitive, some is not. Some varieties are, some is not. Yeah. But once it reaches around September, you know, in the Florida area, you're gonna start having the buds push out, and it's time to you know, get ready to harvest. So, all right, and one more thing before I forget, you know, I realized from this year I did some experiment, meaning I planted some in shade, partial shade, and you know, full sun, and it didn't make a difference where this plant was. It grew extremely well, regardless of in a shade, partial shade. This is in a full shaded, full sunny area of the garden, and look how big it got. Let's walk over to where we have some in the shade. All right, this one is growing underneath the bananas, total shade, and it's about the same 6 foot in height, you know, and wide. The two get wide and tall at the same time. So you know, it's whatever you prefer to do, or the space you have. So this is actually fruiting well in the shade right here. You know, if you walk over here, we have one more planted. This is a younger plant here that's actually, you know, ready to start producing. You know, and if we walk over here, this is in more. It's midday now. You know, about 2 o'clock. Yeah. So the sun is just coming over. So this is more in a partial shade, and this have gotten extremely big as well. So it doesn't really matter. And another thing I'm gonna show you guys, we reaching about like September, you know, October. It doesn't matter what size the plant is, it's gonna just start pushing. You know, I'll show you an example. Look how small this is. I planted these like these are like I planted maybe 2 months ago, and the plant is barely 2 feet and it start producing. Yeah. And even if let me show you some more. Show you another one. There's one more here, barely 2 feet, and it's just going to start, you know, pushing the blooms and stuff this time of the year. It just doesn't matter the size of the plant. Yeah, so these are actually big. These are almost like 7 foot tall as well. You know, they're getting pretty big. Yeah, so I'm looking forward to a great year. I mean, every year I do get, you know, a lot of, you know, Jamaican sorrel, Roselle to harvest, because I tell you, I use it for a lot of stuff. You know, it's one of my favorite plants to grow. So I always grow more than what I actually need, and it's a good thing I did that even this year, because of the extensive rain in the evenings. I got root rot on a couple of the plants where water was like just settling and staying there for a while. So that's another thing. The Roselle is susceptible to root rot. I'm gonna show you one of the plants right now. Let's walk over here. All right. This is a younger plant here, but this area of the garden, when it rains, the water settles right here, and you see what it's looking like right now. Yeah, you know, the ground is really like wet right here. Yeah, so I think that's what it's susceptible. And you could see if you look at the plant right here, you see it start develop that, you know, killing the plant and root it out. Yeah, I could pull it up because it's not gonna live. Yep. Yeah, you can't save that. Once the seed reaches this stage, there's nothing you do, you could save that plant. It's just gone. Yep. All right, so that's it really. I have my workers in the garden getting all the bugs and stuff, you know. Which is good. I like watching them in the garden. All right, guys. So that was just a quick video just to show you, like it doesn't matter where the roselle grow, shade, partial shade, you still get a big, lush tree. If you plant it in a container, yeah, you're gonna limit the size because it's it likes to get extremely big or wide and productive. So we saw that, saw the difference with both shade and partial shade. That doesn't make a difference. But as for growing in a container, if that's the only thing you have, definitely grow it in a container. But if you have the space to actually grow it in ground, just put it in ground. You're gonna get a ton of calyxes or harvest and on a longer period of time too. And as I say, it's susceptible to root rot. So sometimes when you grow stuff in containers, you intend to overwater it and all that stuff. In the ground, you have a better chance at like surviving and stuff. All right, so thank you so much for watching. I'll be blessed with peace, love, happiness, and kindness. One love. Any question you have about roselle, just put it in the comments. I'll definitely respond back to you. All right? See you guys.